What's up guys, this is GK Cooking, back with another episode. Today we're going to be doing spaghetti and meatballs, but a delicious, healthy version of it. We're going to be using spiralized zucchini. We're also going to be using turkey instead of pork. Also guys, be sure to go ahead and hit that like button on the video, smash that subscribe button for me, and let's get this thing cooking, huh? First step, we're gonna go ahead and make our meatballs. What we're gonna use is ground turkey for this one. I have 93 lean, 7 fat, the good stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and just dump, I got 3 pounds of this right here. Dump that in our big bowl. You wanna make sure that you use a really big bowl for this one. Set that aside. All right, make sure you use a really big bowl. We're gonna crack 1 egg in here. Right there in the old midskis. And then we're gonna use, I'm gonna eyeball, I'm actually using whole wheat breadcrumbs as well. You can use the white crumbs or whatever, but I am gonna be using the whole wheats just to make this even a little bit more healthy. I'm gonna eyeball probably about a 1/4 to a 1/2 cup. Probably leaning more towards the 1/2 cup here. There we go, it looks good. Then on this, check this out right here. This is the ultimate seasoning pack. Right here we got about a tablespoon of lemon pepper. I have about a teaspoon of onion salt, about a tablespoon of paprika, and then underneath about 3 tablespoons of that Sicilian blend seasoning right there. Go ahead and dump that in, just like that. And then we're gonna get about 15 cracks of black pepper here. Get our hands dirty, okay? So get both of your hands in here. We're literally just gonna mix this to a pulp, right? Wanna get everything blended up, make sure everything has some of that breadcrumb in there, make sure all the turkey meat is infused with those seasonings, and that egg gets all mixed in there really nicely too. So I've got my pan here, it's getting really, really hot. That's exactly how we want it. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in about a tablespoon of olive oil here. Now I'm gonna start rolling out these meatballs. Let's do it. So I'm gonna grab just a little chunk on each one. Not too much. We want it to be, I'd say it's a good size, right? Don't want them too big, but not too small either. And we're just gonna start plopping these guys in there, okay? Get them all rolled up. And that's a plop. Pretty good. I got this on high right now. I'll probably turn it down to about medium high here in a couple of minutes once I get them all in there. But until then, I want them to get really nice and brown on the outside. Ideally, they're gonna be browned up all around. Probably take about, I don't know, 15 minutes or so for that to happen, and then we're gonna throw in our sauce after that. And that's a spice of meatball. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of red wine. This is a Tempranillo, it's a nice dry wine. I'm gonna add about a 1/2 cup in there. So I just capped them off. I'm gonna turn them down to medium-low heat. Let them cook for about 10 more minutes or so that they can really start to cook through in that wine, and then we're gonna add the sauce in there. All right, so we got our zucchinis here. We'll go ahead and chop off the ends of these. This is actually my favorite part of this whole thing. So we're gonna use our awesome zucchini spiralizer here. This thing can spiralize just about anything, I swear. You name it, carrots, beans, zucchini, squash, you name it, whatever it is. I freaking love this thing. If you want one, check out the link below. You can go get one for yourself. Otherwise, let's get popping on this, huh? What we're gonna do is we're gonna stick that on that side, and we're gonna pop this on the other side here. Check this out, come on in down here, right? And we're literally just gonna start cranking this thing. Get it on this side, get over here and see what's happening over there, huh? It's just making noodles. Look how easy that is. Look how many noodles come from this one little zucchini. And you can turn this thing as fast as you want. Check this out, I'm going to hyperdrive here, huh? Pop, and just start cranking. These things are so cool. It's crazy how fast that is. And last but not least, the final zucchini. Anybody can do this. Blindfolded even, look. Crazy. Backwards. Wow. Look at all these dang noodles. For real though, this right here at Whole Foods or wherever HEB would cost you $10. So for the price of 1.5 pounds of these zucchinis, we just made this for like $1. Seriously, this is awesome. So next step, we're gonna go ahead and make our sauce. This is gonna be a quick sauce that we're doing. So I'm gonna start out, always add a little bit of that olive oil to the pan, about 2 tablespoons here. I have about 2 tablespoons of fresh garlic chopped up. Also, I have about 1/2 an onion that I chopped up as well. So I have 2 cans of whole peeled tomatoes, as well as 1 can of tomato paste. I'm gonna go ahead and pop these open. If you want, instead, you can use fresh tomatoes. I just think this is a really easy alternative. All right, so right here I have what will equate to about 1/4 cup of fresh parsley. Oh yeah. I also have 3 leaves of basil. Just a little trick for you. I'm gonna roll this up just like that. We're just gonna go right through it. Perfect. As you can see, these things are really starting to sweat. That's perfect. We're gonna go ahead and add in our whole tomatoes, both cans. Yeah, perfect. Juice and all, the juice is very important. Make sure you add all of that in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and bust these up just a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and throw in our tomato paste as well. Whole can here. We're gonna add in our parsley. Like that, as well as our basil. Get all of that in there. Mix that in. I have 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. Dump that in there. Doesn't that look delicious? Homemade tomato sauce. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add in all the seasonings. Again, I have another couple of tablespoons of that Sicilian blend. Right here, I have about 1 teaspoon of salt. I got about 1/2 teaspoon of oregano, about 1/2 teaspoon of lemon pepper. I've got about 1 teaspoon or so of onion powder, and then another teaspoon or so of paprika. And just mix all this in. All right, so our meatballs have cooked all the way through. And I'm going to go ahead and add the sauce that has been cooking for a little while now. We're gonna go ahead and just add it into these meatballs. Oh my gosh. So I got all this delicious sauce in here now. Get that incorporated, and then we're just gonna cap this off and let these meatballs cook for a little while longer, probably another 5 to 10 minutes, and then we're gonna be ready to serve. 1 nice fresh ball of mozzarella that we're gonna be using. Plop it down, slice it up. I want some good slices here. Oh my gosh. I think if I was stranded on an island, I was only able to take 1 thing with me, it would be mozzarella. And that's like out of everything. Two for 2 or what? So, first step in with these noodles is you really want to just caress them. Make them feel real good about themselves, you know? Massage them a little bit, because you're about to just boil their heads off, right? So speaking of boiling, we got a pot of boiling water right here that I hit with just a little bit of olive oil. And we're gonna go ahead and, look how long these are, it's crazy. That spiralizer really does a good job, seriously. All right, we're gonna drop these guys in there. Again, we're gonna blanch them. We don't want them cooking too long because we don't want them to become too soft. We want that crunch in there. We just wanna get them cooked just a little bit. So, go ahead and put all these guys in there, like that. Blanching means that you're really just gonna get them in and out within just like a minute or so. Give them enough time to really like soften just a tad bit, but these are gonna be essentially al dente by the time we pull them out. This has been blanching up for about a minute or two now. You see how it's real bright green now? That's exactly what we want. So I'm gonna go ahead and strain this off. All right, y'all. Got ourselves some delicious pasta now. Let's go ahead and get this plated up, shall we? I said, shall we? Now we are ready to serve this plate up. Let's get this going, huh? Got you some nice noodles here. Yeah, they're all over the place, seriously, wow. Get that sauce here, we're gonna ladle that right over the top. Absolutely amazing. We're gonna get us some nice meatballs, huh? 3, 4. He's going crazy. What a wild guy here. And what is spaghetti without some delicious mozzarella? So I'm just gonna literally lay this right in here. Some of these nice thin slices. We're just gonna get this nice and melted up. It's gonna be so good. Hit it with a little bit of that parsley, and boom goes the dynamite. Just kidding. Get in on this. Look at this cheese already melting up. This one is gonna be absolutely delicious. Seriously, I am just absolutely stoked for this one. I get to enjoy as much spaghetti as I want to because, again, it is a healthy alternative to traditional spaghetti. If you guys like this one, please be sure to go ahead and hit that like button. Smash that subscribe button for me, guys. Follow my journey. It's gonna be a long one. And just lastly, cheers to a delicious meal. And as always, that's a chop.